So I'm getting baptized today, and I really haven't told anybody. I've told a few people, but like not a lot of people. And the reason for that is because I just don't feel like it is about anybody else, and I don't want it to be a spectacle. I don't want people celebrating or trying to throw a party for me. I don't want that. I've kind of like quietly built this relationship with Christ, and I say quietly because I'm just like, it kind of just happened over time, but just like real slow and just like organic. And I feel like this past December was like the first time that I really started to like, I'm sorry, I'm thinking as I'm talking, really started to like set aside time to meet with him. And you know, whenever you spend time with somebody, like that's when you really start to develop the relationship. So it's like our relationship really started to grow in December when I started setting aside that time. And although December for me, like it wasn't that long ago, so much has happened in that short little time. Like I've let go of a lot of things and people, and like people that it was hard for me to like let go of, and that I didn't want to, and like in some ways I still don't want. Like I still kind of like want those people in my life, but because I know that he was kind of like pushing me to let it go and let them go, I did. And I've seen like, it's like for the couple people that I lost, he has brought in like 5 or like 6 different people that love him and that are beginning to love me, and new connections have been made as well within this very short span of time. And so I don't know, part of me kind of feels like he was waiting for me to like let go of some of those things and people so that he could like bless me. You know what I'm saying? It's that picture where the little girl has a teddy bear and Jesus has like the huge bear behind his back. Like that's what it feels like. And so anyway, yeah. So I'm getting baptized because I'm like, this has never happened before when it comes to my walk with Christ. Like I've never felt like it's been a relationship. It just has always felt like God is some big mystical up in the sky, far, far, far away being who does care and love us, but like we don't really interact that much. And now it just very much feels like, I don't know, y'all. I set aside time and I go into like, they say, you know, your prayer closet, but like I go in my living room and I turn on worship music and I pray and I read my word. But like sometimes prayer, whether I pray out loud or not, I always make sure I set aside time to be quiet and just be still. But sometimes prayer is silence. Like sometimes prayer is silence. Sometimes prayer looks like tears. Sometimes prayer, I ain't gonna lie to you, sometimes I don't even, I like when, in the moments where I've been mad, like there have been moments I've been pissed at him and I haven't prayed at all. I just go in there fuming. Mind you, I wake up early, so it's like 4 something in the morning. I'm in there angry with him, but I'm there. And I think that's the piece that matters, is the fact that I just keep coming back and I'm being present. And so I've never done that before. I've never like invested in a relationship with him before. And so I started doing that in December, and I've seen things change in myself. Not even so much like my situation so much. My situation is starting to change, which is interesting. That's interesting. It's an interesting development. But I've really seen a lot of things change like within my heart. And so yeah, I was just like, you know what? I think I need to get baptized. Oh, another thing is that when I deal with pain, I also no longer turn to, because we all turn to something. So like I used to smoke weed heavy and, you know, just doing crazy stuff. I don't even want to get into everything. Just know that I used to do some stuff in order to cope with pain, like just the pains of life and trauma, past traumas and whatever. So I started to, within meeting him in the morning, I started to turn to him. And it was just like on repeat. Like I just was turning to him and was talking to him. I mean, like out loud, speaking to him about what was going on, you know, or what I felt in my heart and like what was happening. And, you know, most times God, I've never heard an audible voice of God, but most times he'll speak through other people, and more frequent, even more than that, he'll speak through his word. And so there's been conversation and dialogue within those ways. And so anyway, I just feel like I am ready to kind of like make the final step, which is, you know, baptism. And I've been baptized before. I was baptized when I was like 8. Grew up in church my whole life. And yeah, rededicated my life. I don't even know if I ever dedicated, honestly, when I was little, but maybe. Girl, I don't know. I don't think she was serious. I don't think she knew what was going on. But rededicated when I was like 19, and then the 20s were insane, and rededicated again at like 29. And I'm 31 now, so. But I don't know. I don't know. Something is very much different about what's happening now in my walk, and yeah, I'm getting baptized again. It's not a spectacle. If no one could be there but him and I would love that. It feels very much like a wedding, because I feel like if I were to get married, I would do that. I'd probably elope, honestly, and like I don't need nobody else here. I don't care for you to be here. And that's very much how I feel. Like I don't really care for anybody else to like be a part of this. But I know it's a public declaration, and so like the point of it is for somebody in the public to see. So some people from my small group will be there, our pastors will be there, and that's the most important part, I think. But even if they couldn't be there, I'd be happy with that too. It's for me and him. Like it's very much for me and him, and not for anybody else. I hope no one gets offended or take it offensively when they find out that I got baptized, because I feel like I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I don't really want to post about it, but it's very much personal, you know. Anyway, this is long-winded. I'm getting baptized and I'm excited about it. It means a lot to me, even though I don't want to celebrate it the way that everyone else wants to celebrate it. And I keep saying it like that because every time I tell somebody I'm getting baptized, they're like, oh my God. And I'm just like, whoa, dial it back, sister. Calm down. And so, because I just feel like it's a normal thing too. Like, yeah, this makes sense. Like, getting baptized makes sense. Like, this is the last step. I feel like we actually have a relationship. Not even I feel like, I know we have an actual relationship. And it just makes sense for this to be the final step or the next thing to do. So anyway, hope y'all don't feel bad, those of y'all that'll see this that know me personally. But I didn't want anybody there. I didn't want anybody to know. This was just the public and not a public. Personal thing that just so happens to be kind of sort of public. And there will be a few people from the public there. And that's it. But yeah.